So, I've always been a superhero movie fan, and to this day, I still very much enjoy loud, blockbuster superhero movies, those being for the most part Marvel. And I say for the most part because ever since I've started seeing the most recent DC films that have come out from the last 3 or 4 years, it's no hard telling that DC movies are getting somewhat better. And it's not me being a total fanboy of Marvel, it's just that DC movies never really appealed to me, until recently that is, of course. And with the newest release of the Suicide Squad, I can confidently say that this is one of the best superhero movies I have seen in a very long time. James Gunn really did knock it out of the park with this one. And seeing that James Gunn would go and direct this movie, I had a good feeling that the film might be in good hands. This movie makes me excited for upcoming DC films. Sure, James Gunn won't direct all of them, but it goes to show that DC can have good movies. It was never really DC's fault though. Part of the Suicide Squad having James Gunn style, this movie has a lot of depth between its characters. Not ever do they feel rushed or undeveloped, it's just a nice balance between each other. Peacemaker and Bloodsport's rivalry, King Shark and Ratcatcher's 2's friendship, Harley Quinn and Javelin, though it was just mostly the Javelin, and well, Polka Dot Man with the rest of the crew. It just works. You feel attached to each character, you care for them, and that doesn't happen very often with DC films. So seeing this is very refreshing. Now, I'm not saying that this is the first good DC film ever. We've had a Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Shazam was super fun. I enjoyed that film a lot. But after seeing the Suicide Squad redeem itself after the first one, DC for sure can keep these coming because I'm all in at this point. But moving on to the actual film, what stands out the most a part of the character development that I spoke on before? Well, for one, the story doesn't feel messy or jumbled. Sure, it might not be the best story DC has yet to offer, even at times feeling a little bland and generic with a CGI boss fight at the end, but it's simple and straight to the point. Starts off with Amanda Waller getting the team together who don't seem to like each other very much. They get sent to Central America for a mission, things get complicated for them in various ways, and well, by the end of the film they become attached and, should I dare say it, they become family. But you get drawn to it. The action scenes, though not many, can be fun and very James Gunn-esque. Each character is very likable and fit well in the storyline / plot. Even so, when members get killed, you do feel something for them. Seeing that it underperformed at the box office really does crush my heart because this movie really deserves the best. The first movie ruined the well-established Suicide Squad from the comics, but this movie brought it back to life better than ever. Year after year, we comic book fans, or just plain superhero fans, have been plagued with bad DC films, and now they're getting incredibly better. Far from perfect, but better from what we had before. And we need to continue that momentum going. I'll even go as far to say that I want these movies to beat Marvel, because then that would mean that the bad reputation DC has had before will fade away and people will forget that they once made horrendous movies. True fans will still remember, but you get the point. So what does this mean for the future of DC, most notably their films? Well, it definitely does open some doors. Now that I am for sure a fan, I am eager to see what films can really shape up the future of the DCU. Of course, there could still be a chance that we might get some bad ones in the mix, but you can say that about Marvel as well. They are not perfect, but when it comes to dominating box offices with their signature style of movies, them being for the most part good, then that means that DC can surpass them because they definitely have potential. DC has a lot of interesting characters. I mean, look how they turned a very awful sounding villain on paper to turning him into a beloved character that we resonate with. I'm sure no one agreed with having him killed, and sure, I'm talking about Polka Dot Man so early in the franchise, but if they crafted a well-established character with such personality, then that means that you can get the most obscure, unknown heroes and villains and have them be as A-list as Iron Man and Batman. Mark my words, it is gonna happen. And that is exactly what has me excited for the future of DCU films as a whole. But coming down to the conclusion of this video, I can honestly say that I am a DC fan now, and Marvel fans, you can not, just kidding. I know that this video was short and sweet, but I did enjoy making it, and I will be making more of these in the near future, and they will be longer than this one. I just wanted this to be some sort of a test video to see how much fans actually agree, or not agree with it, but enjoy the video. So let me know what you guys think, because I really do enjoy watching and talking about movies, and I don't think I'm gonna stop making these because they're actually pretty cool to make and to talk about. All right guys, see you guys in the next one, and take care. Bye.